boys and girls of Smith Clove. This is Mrs. Miller, and I just wanted to say hello to you all and that I miss you. And I'm going to read two books today, and both have a theme centered around trees because it's spring and I thought it might be interesting to talk about trees and what trees mean to us all. So the first book is titled Be a Tree, and it's written and illustrated by Jordan P. Novak. It means that she wrote it and she drew the pictures, which I know most of you know that already. So, be a tree. Look, there's a little picture of a sprout, probably of the tree we're going to talk about. When I grow up, I want to be a tree. Trees are tall and strong like I want to be. If I were a tree, I would eat the sun for breakfast and never go inside. I grow roots deep and far and wide. No storm would ever worry me. I guess because that tree would be big and strong and have great roots. Who wouldn't want to be a tree? I'd live in the dirt, dance with the breeze, and not have a care about who sees. So she would love to get dirty in the dirt and dance like sometimes the branches of trees dance when it's windy. That's some of the reasons she wants to be like a tree. Yes, I'd love to be a tree. I'd give a home and food to feed any creature who's in need. Oh, look at that. Squirrels. They get acorns right there from the tree. And look, some birds make nests in the tree for their little babies. Yes, trees are very good to their animals that live there. You'll see when I'm a tree, I'll be a friend who listens quietly or holds on to a memory that shouldn't be forgotten. See the little girl here? She's sitting under the tree reading a book. And she could even talk to the tree, and it won't tell any of her secrets, but it won't even talk back to her. I'll give someone the space to swing, or sit and think, or write, or sing. I'll do such amazing things when I'm a tree. Oh, look at that beautiful rainbow. I'm small right now. Oh, look, she's small. Maybe she's in kindergarten or first grade, and she sees the sprout. And here she's getting a little bigger, and so is the tree. I'm small right now, but give me time. With some love, I'll start to climb. I'll grow a little every day, just like her in the tree, until I'm big enough to say, what is she going to say? That I can touch the sky. Can a tree really touch the sky? No, it just sometimes looks that way. It won't happen instantly, but I'll keep inching upward. Trees do all things patiently. That means they take their time, but they get to where they want to go, and they grow and grow. With practice, so will I. I guess she means she'll get to where she wants to go someday too and be tall and a grown-up. The end. Oh, I thought that was such a nice book. Didn't you guys? I think this book talks about how generous a tree is and all the things it gives us. Like a place to think, and a place to care for animals, like birds and squirrels, and a place to have fun. This little girl wants to be like the tree too, to be generous and kind. I think she will grow up to be just like a tree. Thank you, boys and girls. I'm going to read another book now. Okay, the next book I'm going to read is The Koala Who Could by Rachel Bright and Jim Field. A koala is an animal that usually lives in a faraway country named Australia. The koala who could. In a wonderful place where the day was just dawning and the breezes blew soft on a warm golden morning, in a place where the creatures ran wild and free, a koala named Kevin clung to a tree. Now somewhere in this picture, and it's a little dark, the picture, there's Koala the Kevin the koala. He's gray, so hard to see, but I see him in a tree right here. There he is. He's clinging to the tree. His favorite way to relax in the sun was to cling and to nap and to munch a leaf bun. A nicer gray fellow you never would meet, as soft as a soft thing, from ear tufts to feet. And after all this, well, he needed a nice rest. Yes, Kevin liked sticking to what he knew best. He liked to stay in the tree. It was like his home. You see, high up was safe since he liked a slow pace, while the ground down below seemed a frightening place. Too fast and too loud and too big and too strange. Nope, Kevin preferred not to move or to change. So Kevin would look down from the tree and see all these animals running around through the forest. Kangaroos and other animals. And he kind of just wanted to stick up into the tree. I think they made him a little afraid. They were too loud and too big and a little strange looking to him. They didn't look like a koala to him. So he clung to his tree as he knew what to do and was never too keen, which meant he didn't really want to try anything new. So when wombats, that's a wombat, stopped by and shouted one day, "Hey Kevin, why don't you come down here and play?" I think he replied I should stay on my plant. I'm busy right now. No, I'm sorry, I just can't. There's the wombat and there's Kevin. Told him he was busy, couldn't come down and play. Why not? Cried the roos. A roo is a kangaroo. With a super loud cheer, yes, why? Called the dingoes. There's nothing to fear. A dingo is also an animal found in the Australia area. But Kevin, who'd never been one to act fast, said, "I've clinging to do, but it's nice that you asked." There he is. He's up in the tree. He doesn't want to come down to play with his friends who really would love him to come down. One has a football. Oh, he doesn't want to come. I think he's a little afraid to come down from his tree. So as Kevin sat watching them chatter and share, a part of him wished he could join them down there. So here he is. It's very dark. I hope you can see it. And here's his friends playing the guitar around a campfire, having a really good time. It looks like they're singing. But Kevin knew he'd miss home. It was dark and so late. The whole thing was risky. Adventure could wait. Whatever the invite, he'd always say no. Oh dear, it seemed Kevin. He just couldn't let go. He was afraid to see the fearful look on his face, to let go of the tree where he felt safe and happy. He didn't really want to try new adventures. He was afraid. So his life was the same no matter the day. The weeks came and went, and the months rolled away, and Kevin stayed still while the world moved around him, until he awoke to a worrying sound. Oh, look at this. Tap, tap, the sound went. Well, this was a blow. Tap, tappity, tap, 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 tap. Oh, no. Look, a woodpecker. What's the woodpecker doing? Uh-oh, what's going to happen to the tree that Kevin the koala's in? Let's see. Uncling, the crowd called, which had gathered below. Leap, and we'll catch you. Just let yourself go. But Kevin was scared. "Let go!" "No, I shan't." "I won't," shouted Kevin. "Oh dear, I just can't." Meanwhile, look what the woodpecker is doing. He's pecking, and what's going to happen to the tree once he pecks all the way through it? Uh-oh. "I can't." Woof! Down came the tree, and it was bringing crash and a wallop a Kevin still clinging. So the tree was falling down, but Kevin was holding on tight. Wow, look at that. And all of Kevin's things are also falling. Well, he had a little cuckoo clock, and he had a cup, and he had books. One is about Australia, and a lion book. All his things, and a hat. Everything's falling down with Kevin. Uh-oh. Kevin, he carefully opened one eye and looked up at the love staring down from the sky. Then by one paw, he loosened his hold. He felt springy and light and happy and bold. So Kevin was now on the ground with his other friends. The worst he could think of had now come to pass, and he was just fine. Why, he felt quite first class. So when Wombat leaned over and held his paw out, Kevin no longer felt worry or doubt. Look, they wanted to shake hands with Kevin and be friends. When Dingo asked, "Now will you come out to play?" the crowd all joined in with, "What do you say?" And even though this wasn't part of his plan, Kevin replied, "Yes, I think that I can." And Kevin from then on was always can do. Look at him, he's playing with all his new friends down from the tree. Because life can be great when you try something new. The end. So in the back here it says, sometimes a little change can open your world to big possibilities, which I think means that, like Kevin the koala, he was afraid to do new things and certain things, and he preferred just to stay in his tree or to stay in what was his home. But when he had no choice but to leave his home and try new things, well, he learned that new adventures could be a lot of fun, and he could have a really great time making new friends and trying new things. And I hope all you boys and girls of Smith Clove are having some adventures while we're home and trying new things too. Until I see you again, bye guys.